Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you guys a video that I really just kind of came to me as I was running around the house taking care of some chores and things like that. And that is 4 tips on how to save money when it comes to buying beauty products. Yes, girl, talking to you. Let's get started. Okay guys, so in case you don't know, I am not the biggest makeup girl. So I'm just putting that out there right now because I've never really been super huge into makeup or things like that, but I have always been into smelling really good. So one thing that's always been a priority to me is smelling good and having like the best products and things like that, and using scents throughout the year that really resonate with me. So I like to change out my scents seasonally and things like that. But as my husband and I started on our Dave Ramsey journey, I realized that I needed to change a lot of how I was spending money on beauty products by not only one, giving ourselves a budget for how much we actually spend on personal products, but 2, spending that budget much wiser than I had previously been doing. So today I'm going to share with you guys 4 tips that I use and that have helped us to pare down that personal product category in our budget, and things that will help you hopefully to get a little bit more use out of your products. So tip number 1 is to buy product refills. Like this guy right here. So this is a hand soap refill. Now when you go to the store, these are in the same aisle as the hand soaps. They're actually pretty close to where like the little individual hand soap things are. But how often do you go in and you just grab a new hand soap, like with a pump and everything? But the pump that you have at home works perfectly fine, so you don't need a new one. You just need a new soap inside of that pump. So this is one thing that I highly recommend. I just finished this one, as you can tell, but buy refills instead of buying new pumps because you have to pay for the extra packaging and things like that. And it's much cheaper to just reuse what you already have, what's already in good working order. Plus bonus, you don't throw extra stuff into the landfill that doesn't need to be there yet, and you get to save a little bit of money also. So this lasts us quite a long time. I mean, hand soap generally lasts quite a while, unless you have like 50 people in your house who are washing their hands like 70 times a day. It's gonna last you a while. So I usually buy one of these every like 3 months or so, maybe if that, and I just use it throughout our home. So we have 2, so we have 2 bathrooms that I use this in. I do also use the same idea for dish soap. Now I had literally not really ever seen the refill for dish soap until a few months ago. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, why have I not been doing this? I do this for our hand soap. This doesn't make any sense. So I started buying refills for our dish soap also. And again, we just use the same pump. So whether you have a decorative pump or you just buy one of those like little dispensers that's at the store and has soap in it already, and then you also buy a refill along with it, it helps you to save some money, and the pump lasts and lasts and lasts, I promise. So that is tip number 1, is to buy refills. Alright, so tip number 2 is to use store brands. So this is some lotion that I got from Target. It's by the Up and Up brand, and I either buy my lotion at Target or Walmart, and I just buy whatever their store brand is. There's no need to buy the name brands because it's literally like the ingredients are identical, the sizes are identical. Sometimes I find that the store brands are actually a little bit larger, so you get a little more. And really the same companies, there's really only a few companies that make beauty products. So the majority of the time, what the product is that you're looking for, there is an off-brand that is made by the same company. You may have to do a little bit of research to find that out, but it's generally about the same. So definitely stick to the store brands because they do save you some money, and it all adds up, and you're basically using the same product anyway. So I do that for lotion, I do that for face wash, moisturizer, pretty much anything that we use is the store brand and not the name brand. And that has gone a long way towards helping out our personal product budget. Alright guys, and tip number 3, I mentioned it a little bit ago, is doing some research, but tip number 3 is actually research dupes. And this is primarily for beauty products. So for things like BB creams and primers especially. Primers are huge, and I'm sorry guys, this is literally my beauty products, but do some research and find out what dupes are out there. There are amazing makeup artists who have researched these and who compare them and who use them on their clients, and there's a ton of information here on YouTube that you can just check out and put in a product that you've used or that you've tried out before and put the word dupe next to it, and I promise you tons and tons of results will come up. and that will help you to save some money also. So I know there are tons of popular brands and things that are very, very pricey, but again, there's really only a few companies making the same products. So they just put a different package on it, distribute it, and it's the same thing, but you just have to do your research and find out what those good quality products are that are going to help and save your budget. Okay friends, tip number 4 that I have to share with you today is to ask for samples. Samples are huge, and I promise you, you can get them, you just have to ask for them. So if you go to beauty places such as Ulta or Sephora and you're looking for, say, a new foundation and you're really not sure which one you like or what's really going to work out for you, just ask for a sample. Try it out for a few days. The sample size is typically at least a few applications worth, especially at Sephora. I feel like they have really, really generous samples that they give there. So definitely try that out and see if it's actually working for you. You can also do this with other beauty products such as face masks. A face mask you obviously don't use every day, so you can use a sample for pretty much probably about a month, you know, if you do a couple face masks or like one a week or something. So that will go a long way. Now again, you definitely don't want to take advantage of the system, but if you're truly shopping for something and you're wanting to try it out, ask for a sample and then do some research and see what the best product is. If you decide that it's worth your money to buy the specific name brand or the specific item that you tried out, then go ahead and do so. But it also gives you a little bit of time to save up some money and to really make sure that that's something that you want and it's not just an impulse purchase. So always ask for samples. They're going to be more than welcome to, or they're going to be more than happy to give them to you. If they're not, then you need to ask someone else, because I've never had a problem getting samples. And one thing that I love to get samples with is perfume, because I don't wear perfume very often, but when I do, it's on like a rare occasion. And my taste tends to be pretty much consistent, but I like to try a perfume on and wear it a few days before I actually make a purchase, because obviously the perfume chemistry changes with your body chemistry. So what it smells like in the bottle is not what it's going to be what it smells like on you. So you want to try it out. So definitely get samples for perfumes and try them out and see what you like and what works for you. Alright friends, so tip number 5 that I have to share with you goes to my love of Bath & Body Works. Now I remember starting high school and all of a sudden, like, the craze with Bath & Body Works, and you had to have the perfume and the lotion and all of the stuff, right? The body wash and everything. And really, that's just not realistic. Like, you really just don't need all of that stuff. So what I started doing, and what I started doing when we began our Dave Ramsey journey, was using Bath & Body Works lotions as complements to my store brand everyday lotion. So basically what I do is, this is my primary body lotion, but I do add a little bit of whichever Bath & Body Works scent I'm feeling at the time in as a little like addition to my body lotion. And the way that you do this is, personally, when I get out of the shower, I kind of like towel off, but I'm still a little bit damp and my skin is still warm, and then you put the lotion on. So you want to do primarily your main body lotion and then add a little bit of this guy as you're kind of putting everything into your hand. I hope that makes sense. So mixing the two does one thing that is huge for me, which it makes your lotion last a lot longer. If this little bottle were the only thing I was using, it'd be gone in like a week. But since I add just a smidge of it really to my daily body lotion routine, it lasts a very long time, and it's something that I can carry through an entire season. So another tip I have real quick while we're on the subject of Bath & Body Works is to shop the semi-annual sale. Get to know which scents you like, and then just put a budget for yourself at the semi-annual sale and stock up on lotions, because they're generally the out-of-season ones. So say in the winter time, you can generally buy the summer scents, and then in the summer season, you can generally buy like the fall scents, is how I typically see it going. And then just stock up on the things that you like and know that you're going to combine them to make them last longer. Alright guys, and the final tip I have to share with you is to pare down what you're actually using. So this is my little caddy that I keep my makeup in, and this is everything that I would want to use on a daily basis. So by having this out, and it actually sits on our bathroom counter, so it's kind of nice to look at, but by having it out, I can see what I use consistently, and I can keep in mind that the space is limited. So what I use has to fit in here, and anything that I don't use, I really never think of it. So if it's in here, it means I use it on a daily or almost daily basis, and other than that, I can do without it. So it keeps me from having a ton of different products or a ton of the same product in this space, because it's really truly limited. So that's one thing I would encourage you to do, is to either pare down what you have or just be mindful of what you already own when you're out purchasing new things. So friends, those are the tips that I wanted to share with you on how to save money on personal products and beauty products for your family. I hope you found them helpful, and I would love to know what your #1 tip is to save money on this type of product in your household. So let me know in a comment down below. If you're new here, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe so you can join us next time. And if you're coming back, thank you so much for watching again. I'll see you soon, friends. Have an amazing day.